Well, hello there folks, welcome to Creag Meagaidh Nature Reserve up in Scotland. So I'm actually out for a snow hike, which I haven't really done a huge amount of, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good fun day today. What I have decided though on the actual journey through, which was fairly horrendous in the amount of actual snow. So again, the traffic was going so slow, so I've actually been an hour late and actually arriving at the actual venue itself. So I'm going to not summit the actual mountain, just with the time scale that I've actually got. So what I am going to do, there's an absolute gorgeous lock up the actual top walk. So I'm going to go up there, have a little play around with the drone, and a wee play around with some new equipment as well, which I'll go through just in a wee minute. But this is the first video of 2023, so really looking forward to 2023. Lots of adventures, lots of fun stuff actually planned. But again, as per last video, thanks very much for all your support through 2022. So let's get to the van, get the rucksack on, and get off up into the hills. Okay, so that's the rucksack packed, ready for going up onto the actual hill. But as I said, I've just got some new gear that I was wanting to actually have a little chat about just before we actually head up, because I think today I'm going to be doing more sort of testing equipment that I've maybe not used in the actual past. So one of the things I'm wanting to really do is do more bivvy trips during the actual year itself. So I've got myself a Storm Bivvy, one of the Rab ones. So again, I've not got my sleep mat or anything like that with me today, but when we go up into the actual hill itself, chances are I probably will just lay it out. Had a brief glance at it last night and it looks really good from the point of view if it looks like I'll be able to get my bag in there as well. So we'll have a little look at that. The other thing as well is I've actually got a new watch, adventure watch. So basically I've got the new Garmin, it's the Fenix 7 Solar Saphire, and I'll show you a little bit on that as well. More about the actual planning of the actual trips, because again you can actually plan it on your phone and basically the route is actually then on your actual watch as well. And I've also got a new rucksack. A couple of trips ago I was moaning about the actual space in the actual rucksack itself, so I've gone and got myself an 85 litre rucksack. Absolutely brilliant, be able to get everything in it, so from now on there's not going to be any issues. It's mainly the drone, in all honesty. So we'll have a little look at the watch to start with. So hopefully you can actually see that okay, just with the actual snow, etc. But basically you can actually, there's so many things, you can plan hikes, mountain bike trips, all sorts of things. But again, from the point of view of the navigation, expedition, but I mean again, even if you actually go into the map, again, just really accurate. Hopefully you've been able to see this just with the reflection. But I'll show you in the actual phone one of the main reasons I actually like it. But again, the map itself is really good. But I'll show you the phone just now. Yeah, so basically what I've done on this is I've actually just planned today's actual route, put waypoints actually on it, and then I'm able to just sort of screenshot that and actually send it to various people just so that they know exactly where I'm actually going. And then you literally just press your actual go, your device actually gets the information itself, you then just press accept in your actual watch and off you go. And again, you can actually do live tracking with this, so you can actually have people that you're wanting to actually send the information to. They can actually see the actual video or see the actual graph itself of where you actually are, heart rate zones, etc. So really impressive piece of kit. So the other new piece of kit that I've actually got there as well is the Osprey, and it's the Aether 85 Plus actual rucksack, which is just absolutely ideal. Get the drone in there, no problem whatsoever. So again, I'll probably do a bit more of a sort of gear review of that and some of the other equipment I've got another time. But just wait and see this. Just look at that. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, so time to get up into the hills. So this is the first stop. So this is actually the visitor hub, and again in here it's just got basically some information. What I find more interesting a lot of the times is it's got the information on what wildlife's actually been spotted in the last wee while. So it looks as if there's been quite a lot of geese, which again was down at the actual car park. But you've also got toilets just there as well, resection for donations, so I've already put some in. And you've also got information as to what animals you might actually see. So there is golden eagles, etc. around here. I'm not going to see them today just with the actual weather itself. But really well set up, really well set up. And then it's got the actual trail and the track and all that sort of things just there. Brilliant, just love this sort of thing. Let's get going though. Well, how's that for a view, eh? Just stunning, stunning area. Now, just looking behind me, I'll turn the camera around in a minute. It's looks like there's quite a lot of snow, but I'm seeing a little bit of blue in the distance, so fingers crossed to get a wee bit of drone stuff. But loving it, in my element. In my element. Well, I'm not going to lie, that was hard work. But again, it's just a little bit of this cold that I've had. As I said, it's just sort of taken a wee bit out of me. So I need to get hill fit again for some of the adventures planned over the next few weeks. But just going to take a couple of minutes, have a wee drink of water, and then get back on it. View-wise, it's getting worse. Again, I'll turn the camera around so you can actually see the nothing that I'm seeing. But hopefully once we get up the top, I am still seeing blue sky above me. So fingers crossed, when we do actually get up to the loch itself, it clears up a little bit and we can get some nice photographs. Okay, so that's it. I'm just going to have some water. Okay, so that's the weather come in, and basically where I'm actually heading to, you can't really see at the moment, so I'm going to give it a few minutes just to try and see if it clears. But what I thought I'd do just now is just have a little play with the actual storm bivvy, more than anything, just to actually see the sort of how easy it is to set up. Now, as I said, I've not got my sleep mat or anything at all with me, but I just want to pop it out and we'll have a wee look and see what it looks like. So as I said, I'm hoping to be able to do quite a few sort of trips with this over the next wee while, up in the actual mountains in the snow, so that's why I want to have a little play with it. So again, hopefully the situation is I can actually get not only the actual myself in there, but again the bag as well. Now to me that looks as if it will probably go. It's going to be a tight squeeze, but just gonna have a wee play around with it. Too much hassle getting my boots off for everything just now, but that's it, I'm impressed, love it. A really good addition to the kit. Now the problem was, one of the things, I linked it up in the actual top corner, so the overnight that I actually did on Creag, basically the situation we actually had, it was more mist more than anything else, but it was the moisture in the actual mist. Basically meant that when I woke up in the morning, my actual bivvy bag and everything around me was actually completely soaking. Now, I'd imagine obviously I'm going to get condensation in here, so that's going to be one thing to sort of test out and see what it's actually like. I don't think this is going to clear, so I think I might just actually have my lunch and then just maybe head back down off the hill. A couple more things I want to try and practice on the way down though. Well, unfortunately, as you can see around me, basically the clag has come in, so I can't even actually see the loch that I've actually come up to actually see in the rock face behind it. So the visibility has gone down to about 15 feet at the moment. It's absolutely crazy. Now, I've just actually had somebody pass me just now who tried to get up to Creag Meagaidh itself, and basically there's been an avalanche. Now, there was an actual moderate warning of avalanches, which was one of the other reasons why I sort of decided that I wasn't going to do it, and I was just going to go up to the actual loch itself. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head back down, but when I do get a wee bit closer, I want to practice a little, putting the crampons on more than anything, because I've only ever done them once and I want to try and do it with the gloves on, etc. So try and practice a wee bit of winter skills just before I actually get off the mountain. Okay, so I'm just going to pack up just now and then head back down. Okay, so I have come up to the loch. It's actually cleared a little bit, so I've come up, but it's actually too cold for me to put the drone up. My fingers are absolutely freezing, so I put micro spikes on just now, just for the actual walk back down. But I say my hands are just too cold to actually put the drone up. But it is lovely. The thing is, the actual sky is blue at the top, but it's just not quite clearing. So I do think I'm just sort of hang around for another few minutes, see what happens, and then head off back down off the hill. So just look at it. Stunning place. But I say very, very cold, as you can see by the frozen loch. Well, what can I say? What an absolute belter of a day. Really, really enjoying it. Lots of snow. Most of it is snow I've been out in a while. But I say, good fun. Really good fun. Shame I couldn't get the drone up, but at the end of the day, you know, it's actually got a little bit warmer just now, but as I said, it's quite a way back, so I'm not going to bother. But beautiful, just getting out in the hills, just nothing better. So as I said, it would have been really, really, if I'd actually got myself organised. I've got something on tomorrow, but I should have actually sort of called that off and actually organised, actually just staying out here tonight. That would have been absolutely epic. Absolutely amazing. So as I said, a bit of a long trek back, and the last little bit of it's a bit sketchy, so again it'll be the micro spikes will be saving me on that, hopefully. But just loving it. I'll do a wee pan round so you can actually see. Well, that's just where we've come from just now. So up there, there's two Monroes, so I just did that one a couple of weeks ago, and the one over there I did as well. So that was brilliant. It was basically just going up on the actual ridge and then just walking all the way along the actual top. I think you'll agree, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. just the noise of the water, and today there's just no other wind whatsoever, so hopefully you're getting a wee bit of a feeling of the atmosphere. Just love it. Okay, so enough of me waffling. Time to get back to the van. I said it's starting to get a little bit in the dark side, so I might actually do the, if I am going to do the crampons, I might actually do them back at the actual car park of the van, because I'm just actually going to stand here for another few minutes, just take this in. Just loving it. Well, that's me back in the van, and I have to say that took an awful lot longer than I thought it would or anticipated. A lot of it is actually more just to the fact that I'm so nervous about this leg still, and it's very much a case of being very sure-footed when I'm actually putting one foot in front of the other, just making sure that it's not sliding, especially with the amount of ice. So I had the micro spikes on for quite a bit of the actual journey back, but again, it's just been a case of being a little bit hyper careful. So unfortunately I'm not going to have enough time for some of the things I was planning on doing. But in general, the sort of first impressions of the actual rucksack, the Osprey rucksack, absolutely fantastic, really, really good. A brilliant addition to the actual kit that I've actually got. I've got multiple rucksacks now for different trips. For summit camping, that's just going to be essential for getting the drone in there as well. And when it comes to the actual watch, again, really impressed. So again, what I'm going to be doing is hopefully in the next sort of video that I actually do, I'll go into it in a little bit more detail, sort of show you it. But again, that's tracked me all the way, and again, it gives you all the sort of waypoints, and it also tells you whether you're on course or off course. So really good bit of kit. So thanks a lot for watching, but I'm going to go and get myself a nice hot drink, warm myself up and chill out. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.